Oh, sorry. Which one? What am I reading?
This one?
Oh, Grover, Messenger of Love. Written by Patricia Thackeray. Illustrated by Joseph Matthews.
All right.
Is this what I'm reading?
Yeah.
Grover was skipping happily down the lane, strumming his lute, when he heard the sound of someone crying. It was a beautiful princess weeping by her garden wall. "Do not cry, beautiful princess. I, Grover, will play you a happy tune on my cute little lute," he said. "It won't help," she wailed. "I am crying because of this stupid wall." "But it looks like such a nice wall, all covered with beautiful vines," said Grover. "It is a horrible wall. I'm the lovely Lucretia. My one and only love and next-door neighbor Lorenzo lives on the other side of that wall. We used to laugh and play together all the time, but one day my father's pet goat, Lulu, ate up Lorenzo's father's long red woolly underwear that was hanging on the line to dry." "What a sad story," said Grover, beginning to sniffle. "Wait, it gets sadder," said Lucretia. "Lorenzo's father was so angry he built this awful wall so Lulu would never darken his clothesline again. And from that day to this, Lorenzo and I have been apart." "Boo, hoo, hoo," wailed Grover. "May I borrow your hanky, please?" "Wait a minute, it gets even sadder," said Lucretia. "I wrote this love letter for Lorenzo and sprinkled it with my best perfume, but he will never read it." "Why not?" asked Grover. "You mean he cannot read yet?" "Oh, he can read, but I can't get the letter to him because of the stupid wall. Say no more, fair princess. I, Grover, will be your messenger of love." Grover took the letter, doffed his feathered cap, and bowed very low. Just then Lulu the goat charged up behind Grover and butted him high into the air. "Air mail special delivery love letter," yelled Grover as he flew over the wall. He landed smack on top of the handsome Lorenzo. "Oof! Where did you come from?" cried Lorenzo as he crawled out from under Grover. "From the other side of your father's wall. I have a love letter from the fair Lucretia," said Grover. Lorenzo eagerly read the letter and swooned from happiness and too much perfume. "Good fellow, please take this to the lovely Lucretia," said Lorenzo, handing Grover an enormous chest full of precious jewels. "This is very heavy," gasped Grover, sitting down on one end of the seesaw. "How will I ever get it over the wall?" The handsome Lorenzo, who was also quite bright, had an idea. He stood on a chair and shouted to Grover, "Get ready, furry messenger of love!" Then Lorenzo jumped onto the end of the seesaw, and Grover was hurled into the air again. "Here I go again," cried Grover as he flew over the wall. "Oh, messenger of love, do you bring a message from Lorenzo?" "I do have a little something for you," croaked Grover. "Wow, jewels!" exclaimed the fair Lucretia. "Just what I needed." Then she reached behind a nearby rose bush and pulled out a framed, life-size portrait of herself. "You must take this to my love," she said. "I am going over the wall again?" "Being a messenger of love is a lot of hard work," said Grover, collapsing into Lucretia's velvet swing. "Please excuse me a minute," he said. "I must take a little nap." "This is no time for a rest," said Lucretia. She gave the swing a great big push, and once again Grover went flying. As he landed at Lorenzo's feet, his head crashed through the portrait. "It is I, Grover, in a beautiful portrait of your love," he said, smiling bravely up at Lorenzo. "Here, Grover, while you were away, I baked Lucretia's favorite treat, tickleberry tarts." Lorenzo gave Grover a huge silver tray piled high with streaming tarts and helped him up on a trampoline. "Hurry, Grover, before they get cold. 1, 2, 3, sang Grover. "Here comes your tired furry messenger of love," he said, as he zoomed over the wall and landed in Lucretia's goldfish pond. "The tarts!" cried Grover. "I must save them." Grover balanced the enormous tray on his cute little tummy and backstroked madly to shore. "Oh, joy, my favorite treat! Tickleberry tarts!" exclaimed Lucretia as she took the slightly soggy tarts from Grover. "Grover, you must take another gift to Lorenzo for me. I have just the thing." "Back to Lorenzo?" wailed Grover. Oh, I'm so cold and so tired." "But I, Grover, messenger of love, cannot disappoint such adorable lovers." "Look," said Lucretia, "a suit of armor. Lorenzo will look so romantic in it." "Maybe you could just blow him a little kiss instead?" asked Grover, hopefully. "Don't be silly, Grover," said Lucretia, stuffing him into the armor. "Ouch, it pinches," yelled Grover from inside the armor. "Lucretia, this is so heavy. How can I get over the wall?" "Love will always find a way." Lucretia said sweetly, "Come along now, hop upon my golden skateboard and I will give you a shove right down that little hill." Whoosh! As Grover whizzed down the little hill, he could hear Lucretia calling, "Remember to jump, Grover!" Speeding faster and faster, Grover saw the wall looming before him. Then, clang! The visor on his helmet slammed shut. In the darkness, Grover could hear Lucretia yelling, "Jump, jump, jump!" But it was too late. Crash! Grover smashed through the wall. The two lovers found themselves staring at each other through a Grover-shaped hole in the wall. Together again they embraced. "Lucretia! Lorenzo! Oh, Mommy!" came a muffled cry from Grover. He was all tangled up in a pair of long red woolies that had been hanging out to dry. The messenger of love staggered over to Lucretia and Lorenzo, trailing the long red woolies behind him. "Thank you for bringing us together once again, noble sir," chimed Lorenzo and Lucretia. "Oh, it was nothing," wheezed Grover. "Now that you are happy once more, it is time for me to bid you farewell and go home to my mommy and my nap." "Wait! One last favor," begged Lucretia. "On your way home, could you please deliver these party invitations to our hundreds of friends and relatives? We're having a party to celebrate." "Yay!" screamed Grover as he fell over backward in a faint. That was a funny story.